In this video, we are discussing adding integers. So there are a couple of rules that we need to keep in mind when we are adding integers. The first one is about signs. So before I do anything else, I want to talk about what an integer is. Integer is a whole number that is either positive or negative. Okay? So when I'm adding them, I need to consider the signs, positive or negative. Generally, we don't put a plus sign in front of a number. We assume it's positive if there's no sign written there. Now, when we have the same sign that we're adding together, that means we are going to add the numbers, and we're going to keep that sign. Make sure you write that down. Same sign, you add and keep the sign. For example, 4 plus 12. This is the same kind of addition you've been doing your whole education. 4 plus 12, I add 12 and 4 together. 2 plus 4 is 6, and then I have 1 in the tens place, and that's 16. Okay? Likewise, if I have negative 4 plus negative 12, now, I do want to point out that I'm going to use parentheses a lot of the time when I am putting a negative number after another sign, plus, minus, multiplication, division, anything, so that way I can show that the negative is with the number and not actually a subtraction sign, okay? But negative 4 plus negative 12, I have the same sign, so I'm going to add them together again, 16, and keep this negative sign, okay? Think about it this way. This one's a little tough for a lot of people to remember. When I spend $4, I'm taking $4 out of my wallet. When I spend another $12, I'm taking $12 more out of my wallet. I am not suddenly going to have $16 in my wallet. I will have taken out $16 total. So when we are adding negative numbers, we keep that negative sign because we are removing that over and over again, okay? Now, what do we do when we have different signs? So what if I have one positive, one negative? Okay. If I have different signs, I'm going to find the difference. In other words, I'm going to use subtraction. If you remember, I talked about how difference was subtraction, right? Subtract the number. Different signs, find the difference, if it helps you remember. Also, we are going to keep the sign of the number with the larger absolute value. Okay. The number that's bigger when you're not considering the sign, that's the sign that we're going to keep. For example, let's say I have negative 4 plus 12. Also, make sure you write this down in your notes. If you need to pause the video here to write all of that down, that would be great. But we have negative 4 plus 12. So you see that I have a negative sign and a positive number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 12 minus 4, which is, of course, 8. Now, 4 is a smaller number and 12 is a bigger number. 12 is positive, so I am going to keep this positive 8. However, if I have positive 4 plus negative 12, I'm still going to subtract 12 minus 4. But 12 is bigger than 4 still, right? I'm looking at just the actual numeral, not the sign. So I get 8, but 12 is bigger, and 12 is negative in this example. So negative 8 would actually be our final answer. Think of it this way. Start $4 in debt here, right? And I add $12 into my wallet. I now have $8 in my wallet. But if I start with $4 and I spend $12, I am now a negative in my wallet, okay? I need to pay someone else back $8.